We have a command trip ahead of us, Boots.
Yes, we do.
We're gonna need the map to know where we have to go. Do you see the map?
No, I don't. Do you?
Do you guys see the map? Yeah, it's right here. First, we have to go through the formal forest.
Yay!
Then cross the familiar river.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
And then we have to go through the Selva de Monos.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
And then you get to the big, huge star.
Wow, no.
Alright, to get there, we have to first go through the formal forest.
Uh-oh, there's a fork in the road. How will we know which way to go?
You can ask this man right here. You should probably use a formal set command though, because you don't know him.
Oh, well, I don't remember how to do that.
I think I taught you how to do that.
Oh, isn't that because we use the subjunctive form in the L or A form?
Yes, yes.
And don't we form that by taking the yo form of the present tense and then adding the opposite AR or ER ending?
Yes.
Okay, but aren't there a couple spelling changes too?
Yes. So for example, comer would become coma, but buscar would become busque with a Q-U-A.
Oh, that's right, because GAR verbs become GU, CAR verb becomes QU, and ZAR verbs become C.
Yes.
But aren't there also a couple irregulars?
I think there are, yes, there are.
Isn't that because dar, doesn't that become day?
Yeah, dar becomes day, ear becomes via, and star becomes este, and saber becomes sepa.
Oh, that's right.
And to form the ustedes, we just add an N to the end.
Oh, that sounds pretty easy.
It is.
But what happens if we wanted to tell him to say no? If we didn't want him to do something, don't we just put a no in front of the command?
Yes,
That's easy.
it is easy. And to
Form reflexives, we just add the pronoun onto the end of the verb and add an accent on the second to last vowel, right?
yes, and that's for affirmative. But for negative, you just add the pronoun at the beginning.
Right. If we wanted to ask this man to show us the correct path, we would say, Muéstranos la sendero correcta.
Vayan a la izquierda, no vayan a la derecha.
Oh, sí.
Gracias, señor. De nada.
Vuelva conmigo means come back with me. Vista se means get dressed. And no se escondan means don't hide yourselves.
Good job in the formal forest. Now you have to cross the familiar river.
Hey, there it is. But it looks like Tico is in the way.
Hola, Tico.
Hola, Diego and Boots. You guys have to use 2 commands to get me out of the way.
Okay, last Tico, we'll need to use 2 commands. Do you know how to use 2 commands?
No.
You don't? That's okay. I can teach you. To form the affirmative 2 command, use the present tense el, ea, usted form.
Like this? Comer becomes come, valer becomes vale, and leer becomes leye,
Sí, muy bien.
y hacer becomes hace.
No. Oh, there are some special verbs. Hacer, tener, venir, poner, decir, ser, y ir are the only irregulars for affirmative 2 commands. They are hacer, as, tener, ten, salir, sal, salir, sal, venir, ven, poner, pon, decir, di, ser, se.
Ir ve.
So, as, ten, sal, ven, con, di, se, y ve.
Yes, that is great. Muy bien. Now to use pronouns. To add a pronoun to an affirmative command, just attach it to the end of and add an accent to the second to the last vowel.
So to say do it, would it be hazlo?
C, and there will be no accent. And to have fun would be diviértete with an accent on the E.
No comprendo. Well, what will we want to do if we want to tell somebody not to do something?
To make the negative 2 command, use the negative usted command and just add an S. Remember, pronouns go before the word with the negative command.
So to say don't listen, would it be no escuches?
C. and don't fall asleep is notate duermas. Now that we know how to form two commands, we can get Tico to move. Tico, muévete.
Okay.
No te quedes en el sendero. Sendero.
Don't stay in the path. No. Sécate means dry yourself. Cierra la puerta means close the door. And no lo busques means don't look for it.
All right, it's the Forest of Monkeys. Let's go.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
What was that?
Vámonos!
No es correcta forma.
Wait, what? What?
You guys use the nosotros command form wrong.
What do you mean?
Nosotros commands in the affirmative are formed by using the instead form and adding MOS. But, except for the stem changing verbs, only IR verbs stem change in the nosotros commands, and they only change E to I and O to U.
Oh, I see. So, dormir would become duermos? Or
Duermamos.
dormamos? Yes. And escuchar would be escuchemos?
Sí. Except, remember your other irregulars from the instead forms, and there's one more in nosotros. Instead of vayamos, here is vamos.
Oh.
And pronouns are used just like in the other forms of commands, except for the reflexive form in the affirmative. Instead of adding most notes, you add the monkeys. When you have a reflexive form of a nosotros command, you add monos to the instead command.
So here would become vámonos.
See?
Oh. I see.
Negative commands are just like in all the other forms where you add the pronoun before the verb.
Ah, gracias, mono.
You guys can go now. Hey, nada.
Comamos means let's eat. Divertámonos con los monos means let's have fun with the monkeys. And no le demos un serpiente means let's not give him a snake.
Let's go over what we learned from Diego today. To begin, we started with usted commands. To form the usted command, you take the usted form of the subjunctive verb. To form ustedes, you simply add an N to the usted form of the command. There are several irregular usted command verb forms. In gar verbs, the G becomes GU. In car verbs, the C becomes QU. And in zar verbs, the Z becomes a C. There are also several completely irregular verbs. These verbs are dar, ir, ser, estar, and saber. Their command forms are de, vaya, sea, este, and sepa. We also learned about two commands. To form the affirmative to command, you just take the present usted form of the verb. However, there are irregulars in the two commands as well. These are hacer, tener, salir, poner, decir, ser,
And ear.
Their command forms are as, ten, sal, ven, pon, di, se, and ve. However, for negative to commands, you take the subjunctive to form of the verb. Next, we learned about nosotros commands. To form the nosotros command, you take the usted command and add mos. There are also stem changing verbs in the nosotros, but only IR verbs stem change, and they stem change from E to I and O to U. When using pronouns in all of the affirmative commands, you attach the pronoun to the end of the verb and add an accent on the second to last syllable of the verb stem. Can you stop laughing? With pronouns for affirmative commands, you attach the pronoun to the end of the verb. When you attach the pronoun, you add an accent on the second to last syllable of the verb. Nosotros commands are special. When you use the reflexive pronoun nos in a nosotros command, you add monos to the end of the usted verb, and then add an accent on the vowel before the monos. In negative commands, you put the pronouns in front of the verb, so there is no need to worry about accents.